So the new Legend of Korra episode dropped today. Episode 3, Coronation. I have to say I was pretty impressed with everything. Main highlight of the whole, episode was Toph being Korra's ass, which I really loved. But then there was another highlight that was just like, wow. We've seen this coming since season episode 1. And Kuvara has launched her whole preemptive thing where she's not going to be, how can I put this, leaving her post, because in this episode it was suspected that she was going to leave her post as the Great Uniter, and she kind of came out in front of all the world leaders and said, fuck that, I am actually going to become, the new Earth leader, the new Earth Nation leader, the Earth Empire, as she puts it, which is really, really cool. One of the biggest things that I saw in this episode that I really loved was the fact that we found out why Korra's getting her ass beat so much, is the fact that there is still, pieces of metal or still embedded into her, and that her suit was unable to actually get it out of her, which was really funny to see when Toph said her daughters aren't really that good at metal bending as she is, and we've seen what Sue and Lin can do. I was just like, damn, that kind of sucks. Now, another big reveal was the fact that we're starting to see that the Earth Prince is starting to be more mature. We see Kuvara is starting to have a following, a bigger army, supporters. She got T-shirts, which, when you have T-shirts, you're just real shit. That's a sign of a real leader if you got T-shirts. But right now, as I'm seeing it, I'm just like really excited to see Korra go against Kuvara, and then we see some really kind of cool hints that they're going to be using spiritual trees and spiritual energy as a new weapon, as I'm guessing. I'm not sure how they're doing it, but at the end of the episode, we kind of get to see some new technology that Varric's working on, which involves spirit trees and all that, and the vines and all that really cool shit. Really, as I said earlier, the biggest highlight for me was Toph kicking Korra's ass, and I just feel like that was the perfect way to show Toph back into her original state. She was, she still retains all her childish, really cool, rebellious type feel, which just feels awesome. And I love how one scene where she was talking about how, Korra asked her, why do you live in the swamp and not live with your daughters and stuff? And she says, I feel more connected in the swamp than I've ever been anywhere else in the entire world. And it kind of makes sense because she was talking about it, and she said the roots are connected to everything, and how she can see everything that's going on right now, and how she actually could see, Sue and Lin from wherever. She says, I can see everything and everyone, and it was really cool to see and really cool to understand. And that's why probably she actually is in the swamp, is that she's more mellowed out, less childish that she was, in the last series. And I'm really happy to see her back in the series in a much more cooler, but still the same Toph that we know from the Avatar: Last Airbender. But really, this episode was perfect. There was nothing really wrong with it. The only thing I probably felt that was a little dragged on was the whole the Earth Prince thing. I just feel like, this episode is just leading him up to become a true leader, because he's really been like a bitch for the past 2 episodes. And this episode, he's starting to mature, starting to understand. Bolin called him out, which I really liked. But Lin actually kind of took a back seat, which was a little surprising. But another thing is, for the past couple episodes, we haven't seen Jinora, Milo, or Iki, and now I'm guessing we're going to see them more, as Tenzin actually gave them a mission, all three of them a mission, to go and find Korra, which is freaking awesome. I cannot wait for that to happen. I've been waiting to see Airbenders, back in action and everything. We haven't seen no Kai or Opal, sadly. But right now, this episode is perfect. Same as the previous 2 episodes. I really, really love it. It's nothing really wrong with the season right now. Only thing that I fear is that they're going to kind of drag out this whole Kuvara versus Korra thing. I'm hoping it happens rather soon, probably around next episode, or, episode 5. But if they make it halfway through the season and they don't show Kuvara versus Korra fight until the very end, that's really going to piss me off to a certain extent. But hope you guys enjoyed the review. Please rate and subscribe. Stay tuned for more. I'll be doing more of these as usual, and I'll be uploading other things as well, starting next week. So stay tuned for that as well. And thanks for watching. Please rate and subscribe, and peace.